Renee, I'm throwing it over to you.
Thank you so much, Carla. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my absolute honor to introduce a woman whose story, resilience, and passion have inspired countless lives. Stars Tina is not just a coach, she is a force of transformation. As the Traumedy Energy Coach, she empowers her clients with the mindset, heart set, nutrition, and fitness guidance that they need to unlock their full potential and discover their greatness. But her impact goes far beyond coaching. Stars Tina has turned personal tragedy into triumph. In 2016, she faced the unimaginable, the loss of her only son, Jamal, who was tragically murdered inside his sneaker boutique store in Rahway, New Jersey. Rather than allowing this heartbreak to define her, she made a choice to honor Jamal's legacy by uplifting others through health, wellness, and mentorship, one person at a time. She is a health, life, and business coach and is the founder of the newly rebranded Elevate 360, formerly known as Elite Stars, a platform dedicated to holistic growth and transformation. She is also a published author of multiple books, including No More Traumedy and Traumedy No More for Kids. She is also a motivational speaker and a Clubhouse influencer, where she is a host on the highly regarded show Breakfast with Champions. Stars Tina's ability to connect with people through her voice, energy, and message has made her a sought out speaker on both virtual and live stages. Beyond coaching and motivational speaking, Stars Tina is the founder of the Jamal Gaines Foundation, created in the honor of her son. The foundation provides mentorship, scholarships, and community outreach programs, helping young men find purpose and leadership on their journey to adulthood. Stars Tina is living proof that no matter what life throws our way, we have the power to rise, transform, and inspire others to do the same. Her energy is contagious, her message is life changing, and her heart is as strong as a lion, just like the son she so proudly honors. Please join me in welcoming the phenomenal, the unstoppable Stars Tina. And it won't let me, I need to be host.
No worries, no worries. That was a great intro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Renee. Happy day to each and every one of you. So I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. So I decided a couple of weeks ago that I wanted to get a little more connected with my followers. I see Bernice in the building. All right, come on through, still coming through. Good morning, Bernice. Good afternoon. So I decided to do a workshop series on Saturdays to just go a little bit deeper in regards to what I do. And Renee gave us a whole book of everything of what I do, but I want this personalized for you, right? And I did a little survey. Some people filled it out, some people didn't. But the topic I'm going to talk about today is mindset, because mindset is the one thing that's going to get you through every single thing in your life, whether it's your finances, your relationships, your job, your community, whatever it is, it's mindset. But before we get started, I want some help from you. I want you to write in the chat right now, everyone who's watching this, if you're on YouTube, if you're watching the replays, if you're here on Zoom, I want you to write in the chat where you were born. I want to know where you were born. Why do I want to know this? Because where you were born and the people around you and how you were raised has a lot to do with the person that you are today. But I'm here to tell you that can change. I remember when I was younger, I used to always think about nature versus nurture. Raise your hand if you have heard that before, nature versus nurture. Do you know what that means? Yes, no? Okay. If you don't know what it means, nature pretty much means where you were born, where you live, right? And I moved a lot as a child. And I remember people would always say to me, were your parents in the military? And I was like, no. I could never understand that because we did move a lot. But anyway, when I lived in Newark, New Jersey. And Newark, New Jersey, the area isn't that great, right? It was like the hood. But the thing is, when my family bought the house, they thought they were in the town that was next door. It was a town called Hillside. It was literally one block from this other town, which was a good town. Long story short, it was a bad neighborhood, right? And nature is where you're born. The people that you're surrounded, the streets, the school, the teachers, your neighbors, all that sort of stuff. And if you think about it, if you go to school in the ghetto or if you go to school in the suburbs, you kind of have a different education, a different lifestyle, right? Would you agree? Yes, no? And then you have the way you're raised. That's the nurture, what's in your body already. And that kind of, if you think about it, that's how your family, what you get from your family, right? For example, what the religion you believe in, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk. And I would also always have like a battle with this because there's people who have been born and raised in the ghetto with no money, no father, no nothing. And then they turn it around and they end up being so successful. And then I've seen the opposite as well, where you have people, they have the best education, the best parents, and then they end up on the other side of the tracks, right? What does that mean? So do you believe in nature? Do you believe in nurture? I personally believe in both. It's a combination of both. So I see we have Bermuda in the building. I see we have Mississippi, move over to Kentucky, and I guess Carla's from nowhere because she didn't write in the chat. I'm going to write in the chat if you would like to share your thoughts on nature versus nurture. And I will spotlight you because this has to do a lot with your mindset of how you're raised. Anyone want to share their comments on it? Yes, no, maybe so. I think Renee's raising her hand. She's like, me. All right, boom. Let's have a conversation here, Renee. Talk to me. Your definition, and then I think you're muted. No, you're not muted. And your thoughts. Agree, disagree?
I agree because I'm being from Mississippi, and you yourself know my story. And Mississippi, especially being born into that environment in 1963, people instantly think, you're from Mississippi, you're white, you must be racist. Until they get to know me, and I am anything but that. So that is a prime example of nature versus nurture. My dad, of course, was involved in the civil rights movement from the moment, literally, that I was born. And so it's not something I was taught, you have to be this way. It was a part of my nurturing environment. I knew the other way. So
I love it. I love it. Stay with me for a hot second. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about mindset, right? And it looks like Latanda is coming through. We are talking about mindset because people come up with all sorts of excuses, reasons why they can't do things. And again, it starts right here. Let's get back to this nature nurture really quick. With just this topic, just because it's Black History Month, right? Type in the chat, this is an ongoing conversation. And Carla, I'm going to bring you through. Mommy, do you want to come through on the conversation? Because I like to have like a little party. So I'm just going to unspotlight myself or unpin myself, remove here. So we all can be a part of this conversation and share your thoughts and comments. Hi, Latanta girl. How you doing? How you feeling? Yes. So Carla, Mommy, your thoughts and comments on this nature nurture. Agree, disagree when it comes to your mindset.
I totally agree with that. For where I am living I believe that where you are at versus like city or whatever, you get different education, and it's for me, the funds go towards, for kids to their sports, their education, and all of that. So I totally agree.
I love it. Before we jump into the topic, Mommy, did you want to say something before I got started? So I want to share a quick story with you. My daughter lives in California. I don't know the different areas of California. I only know from her. And she teaches everything. Let's just do it like that. But she teaches in schools to little children, 5-year-olds, all the way up to, I guess, 10, 11-year-olds. And one school is in Pasadena. That's a very high-end area. The school pretty much, I think it costs like $20,000 for these elementary students, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, to go to school. She's been with them. This is her second year. For example, she said she'll have a conversation with them and they're talking to her just like she's an adult. And this year she started teaching at another school in Englewood. And Englewood, let's just say it's the total opposite of that school. And the particular school she's in Englewood, they brought her in to teach the children mindfulness, breath work, breathing, that whole sort of thing, because they have a lot of trauma, right? And she was saying the difference in the schools pretty much starts with the teachers, right? So that's so important, and it starts with the mindset. So today I'm going to give us 7 different things that you can do to master your mindset. But before we get there, I want to cause a transformation by the end of this workshop. And we're not going to be on too long today. Latanda, welcome. Did she put in the chat where she's from? I want you guys to write in the chat if you had a magic wand, and I need a magic wand, by the way, Renee. I want to Google or Amazon a magic wand. And I'm putting my magic wand out. And with my magic wand, I'm going to grant your wish. So in the chat, hey girl, hey, she's like looking so cute there. So Latana, do me a favor, type in the chat, Renee, everyone in here, type in the chat, what is one thing that you want to transform in your life? It can be a relationship with your mother, a relationship with your sister, getting a husband. It could be losing weight. It could be finding a new job. Type in the chat right now, what is it that you want to transform in your life so that we can make that happen today? It's so funny. I was going live on, I think it was TikTok, and I said, today I'm going to make a change. I'm hoping to do it. I'm going to do it, right? Because if I can do it for myself, I can do it for you. Everything that I do comes from that experience. And it's all from the platform of Traumedy. You'll hear us say this all the time. I'm that coach that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And there's all sorts of ways I do it for different clients. One of my clients told me the other day, she said, girl, okay, she didn't say girl. She says, I like when you yell at me. When you yell at me, it lets me know that you care. So she likes to be yelled at. She likes the hardness. Then you have that other client's like, I don't want to be yelled at. I need you to be nice. I need you to be kind. So I feel like I'm like changing for all these different people, but it doesn't matter, right? So build my business. Okay, Latana, write in the chat, what type of business is that? Because all businesses are the same, but the first business is yourself, right? How do you show up? And you can't make a first impression twice. You hear that all the time, right? And even with the way you look, it does not take long to put a little powder on your face. You see Carla did it, but boom, swivel your hair, do a little something. You can't show up. You can't make a first impression twice. Job. I don't know what job means. Give me a little more. Crafting. What type of crafting do you do? Yeah, tell me more. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the mindset. The first tip, write this down from Renee, practice self-awareness. So at the end, party favors. Ooh, we love that. So can we play a game today, Latanda? Are you up for it? All right. So you want to transform your business. Give me a specific thing that you want to transform with your business. And you can unmic and let's have a conversation. She's like, how do I do this?
Consistency. And
consistency with what? Making money, making videos, what exactly?
Making money, making videos.
Okay, where are you based? Tell us, actually, forgive me, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, what you do, and then that'll help us a bit more.
Yeah. I'm Latanda, and I'm from Reno, Nevada. And, hold on, let me mute this. Okay. And I am getting into party favors business. And I've been trying to do it for 2 years. But I'm shy.
Okay.
So I'm having a hard time with my confidence to get me out there because you got to promote. And I'm so shy, I'm having issues with that.
Okay, totally understand. Totally understand that. Welcome. So the first thing I want everyone to do is write this down right here. And I see we have Melody coming in the building. Practice self-awareness. What does that mean? At the end of the day, do a reflection. Hey girl, hey Melody, I see a new hairdo. The first tip on getting a strong mindset at the end of the day. Okay, did I say what I say I was going to do? Something that I like to do next to my bed, I have a book because I tend to get all these downloads every day, or actually when I'm in my bed. So writing those down. At the end of the day, did I do what I said I was going to do. And some practice tips that you can start with, Latanda, with your confidence is with little tiny baby steps. And it's wild because today in our fitness class, we talked about that, how God says to take little steps and those little steps lead to big steps. You said it's been a couple of years since you've been doing your business, correct? Now, first of all, you don't have to show your face all the time. What do you make? What type of party favors?
I do birthdays, anniversaries.
No, I mean, what things do you make?
Oh, like I do chip bags. Sorry, chip bags.
What is a chip bag?
It's such a variety. I wish I had one to show you.
Do you have anything around you? Anything you can grab us to show us? Okay. And the reason why I'm saying this, so if you're watching, let's just say you have a business, you don't have to necessarily show your face all the time. Let's say, for example, I made party favors like her. I'd be like, all right, guys, here's a party favor. And I mean, like, you can just show that part of it. If you're too embarrassed to show your face, whatever the thing is, you want to get this party favor because it makes noise. And when you're at the event, you want to party. You want to be the loudest one there. And what is that? Ooh.
This is a Valentine's Day card that I did for my grandson.
That is super cute. And candy's attached to it?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, with your business with that, right? Look at Carla. Carla's like, ooh, I want to eat that. I know Carla, I like nerds too. She's like, that is so cute. Latanda, that is gorgeous. That's tip number one. Tip number two, here we go. Reframe challenging opportunities. So your challenge, Latanda, is that you're shy, you're nervous, you can't get on socials because of whatever. But if you reframe your mindset, instead of saying, this is hard, try saying, this is hard, but I can challenge myself to do it. Always add something at the end of it to spin it, to make it sound a lot better. And if you have a mentor or someone to follow, that kind of helps as well. And we can always, Renee will put a link in the chat if you want. I can actually give you a one-on-one conversation behind the scenes to kind of help you. Because when it comes to coaching, I'm gifted that I'm able to, help with all sorts of things with that. The third thing that you want to do is feed your mindset with positive stuff. In the mornings, what are you putting into your head? And I'm not just talking about music or praying or stuff like that, but I mean outside forces, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a clubhouse room or whatever, making sure you're always surrounded by people that are going to keep you uplifted and not just getting up, but like being engaged with it. That's so very important when you're doing those things. I'm going to pause for a hot second. Does anyone want to give their input in regards to the practicing self-awareness, the reframing, or that? Go for it. If not, I'm gonna.
I believe that despite our environment, we are always in control of our mindset. And sometimes our environment makes it challenging. People make it challenging. But at the end of the day, we are in complete control. That's what I wanted to put.
Thank you, Renee. So we're talking about mindset. The transformation that Latanda wants is to be able to grow your business. Is that correct? Yes. All right. So first of all, you have to have a plan, right? And then from that plan, you have to take little baby steps towards it. Again, I don't want to put all your business out there now, unless you want to take it there.
I'm okay.
Okay, let's make it do what it do. So what are you currently doing now for your business? I put your website in the chat, by the way, so people want to go because you have some gorgeous stuff there. Tell us how you currently do what you do, and yeah.
Like what I do day to day.
Now, do you do it full time or do you do it part time?
I'm trying to go full time right now.
Okay, but right now, okay. So what are you doing? It's part time. Do you work on the weekends? Do you do in the evenings, mornings? What's your schedule of how you do yourself?
I don't have a schedule.
Okay, so that's the first thing right there. Write that down. Write that in your notes somewhere. Having a schedule, having a plan. You've heard this before. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. You have to have some type of structure. All right, even in regards to, well, how much money do you want to make? Maybe it's not a money goal. Maybe it's opening up your own location. Maybe it's making enough things. What is your overall goal? Because you have to be specific too. You can't be vague to grow my business. What exactly do you want to do with your business?
Just to make it my income. I just want to be able to
Still
support.
vague, still vague, still vague. $200,000 for the year, $100,000 per year, specifics.
Let's say 50.
And this goes for you, and this goes for you, Melody, as well. All right, because I know Melody has business ideas. Go for it. How much?
Let's say 60,000 a year.
Okay, 60,000. I'm going to challenge you to double that. All right, let's say $120,000 for the year, and even that isn't enough. I'm reading this book, and I want to show it to you because there's a page in the book. I have so many books, guys. It isn't funny. And in the book, Lamar Tyler, I'm not sure if you've heard of Traffic Sales and Profit. I want to share a section in here that talks about money because a lot of us say, oh, I want to make $100,000, and you think that's a lot of money. And it may seem like it's a lot of money, but did you know $100,000 owning your business is not the same as $100,000 when you work for somebody else? And let me give you the example. So when you work for somebody else, here we go, $100,000. Federal taxes, $14,000 taken out. State taxes taken out. That's $5,200. Social Security taken out. Medicare taken out. So if you're making $100,000 in the real world, you're actually bringing home $72,000. Okay? But if you own your own business, and this is coming from Lamar Tyler's book, all right? If you're an entrepreneur, software and hosting, $3,500. Bookkeeping, $2,900. Tax prep, $2,400. Contractor payments, $11,000. Virtual assistants, $24,000. Payment processing, $3,900. Business coaching, $3,600. Laptop, $1,000. So you made 112, and he bumped this up. You're making 112 as an entrepreneur. You're actually bringing home 59,000. So if you say you want to make 50, 60, you're probably going to make less or a little less than that because as an entrepreneur, you have so, and you notice I didn't say anything about traveling in here. And you guys know I love to travel. You know I love to travel, right? So it's a lot of money that you're putting out as an entrepreneur. So first thing I want to do, Latanda, is challenge you to expand that number right there, right? All right. So you said that you want to make how much now? Type it in the chat.
Where's that? Okay, let's see.
How many? How much?
120.
120, and everyone else, put it in there, right? What is it that you want to make? All right. Now, what else do you want, and why? That's another thing, too. Why do you want to do this?
One, I love doing crafts and making people happy. But the other thing is, I had thyroid surgery. I probably won't be able to speak normal. And so this is what I need to do for me to have income.
Okay. So there is a speaker, Araya McGarry. I'll get you her information on the flip side. She has, I don't know what your situation is with your voice, but she has the exact same thing. She was told she would never be able to speak normal again. And again, what is normal, right? Because people that have voices like me, they still talk like this. And they have the ability to talk like this, you know what I mean? So what's the difference? You just have to own it. That's the first thing you have to do. So what your voice is like that? Think of Marcy Gray, is that her name? That singer? And she's got that, thank you. You know what I was trying to say. Macy Gray, she's got like that deep voice. People, you want to embrace your flaws. Everyone has it. Nobody is perfect. Maybe you have a pimple on your nose like me. I call this my perma pimp. I lean into it, right? You probably don't see it, but I see it, right? We all have these imperfections that we think they're imperfections, but I think they're God perfections. So the first thing I want you to do, Latan, is embrace your confidence. Okay, you said you want to make 120,000. Why? You said because it has to be your main source of income. Why does it have to be your main source of income? It really doesn't have to. I mean, you could get on welfare. You could why does it have to be?
Because I don't want to be on welfare.
Why?
Because I want to be independent for myself.
Why?
I want to, so I can live the way I want to live.
Why? And what is that? What is living the way you want to live?
I would love to travel and take my grandkids with me.
Why?
Because they bring me joy. I'm happy when I'm with them. Yeah.
Why? Why does it bring you joy to be with them? Are you able to spend time with them now?
2 of them, yes. But the other 3, They live out of town, 4 hours away from me. So I would love to go see them more often.
So if you had more money, would that make it easier for you to visit them more?
Absolutely.
Would you be able to do more things that you want with them?
Yes.
And I think this goes for everyone here. A lot of people say, well, if I had the money, I'd be thinner. If I had the money, I'd be happier. We do not need money to be happy. And I say that because some of the most wonderful memories I have in my life was probably when I had the least bit of money. And I'm getting a little emotional because Thursday, 2 weeks from now, will mark 9 years that my sonny boy has been gone. I think Renee said he would have been 31 or 32, I don't know. But we didn't have money and we had so much fun, so much joy. The reason why I asked you that, Latanda, is because you have to really, really dig deep into your why. Why do you want to make this money? Because you want to spend time with your grandchildren, right? And that's a joy. Your why has to be so big it makes you want to cry, right? My why is huge. Your why has to be so big you can't do it by yourself. I cannot do what I want to do by myself. That's why I'm always dragging and pulling people like, come on, because God has given me this huge, ginormous situation, gift to change the world, and that's with mindset, right? So you got your why there. It's about the grandchildren, right? That's deep. So embracing the power of gratitude. This is another tip. I think I'm on tip number 4 right now. Embrace gratitude. This one is going to make you feel so good. I want to challenge you to every day, call someone, text someone, make a post, share what you're grateful for, right? Right now, I am so grateful for the hunger in my belly. It just seems like I'm always hungry. I am grateful that I am able to be hungry so that when I eat, it feels so good. I tend to think about, I don't want to say the negative stuff, but the stuff that isn't that great to be grateful for. Because we can always say, I'm grateful for the star and the moon and that sort of stuff, but I'm grateful for the bad stuff because it's just, I know I'm kind of weird like that. So that's another thing that you want to do. So transforming your business, you got to know your why, you got to know what you want, you got to have a plan, right? And another way to strengthen your mindset, I love this one right here, physical movement. You got to exercise. You got to move your body. It not only helps your body, but it boosts your mindset. Carla, I'm about to put you on the spot. We have an online fitness, which is like, oh man. We have an online fitness boutique studio. This is my passion. I've been doing it professionally since 2014. And at first, I started working at the gym just for some extra money. Actually, I just wanted a free club gym membership. That's why I said I'm going to join the gym. Then I'll have to pay to join the gym. That's originally why I started working at the gym. And then I was like, maybe I'll lose some weight. And then I lost about 50 pounds. And I was like, hey. And then I wanted to help other people lose weight. And I noticed in the gym, the people that had the money that could afford it, they didn't need personal trainers. They were already fit. I couldn't understand it. The people that could not afford personal training, those were the ones that were struggling the most, right? So that's what kind of pushed me to get into personal training and fitness and that whole thing right there. And I shared this story to tell you, my why is the personal training, the movement. I remember when I first started losing weight, I might have been a heartbreak, I don't know. And I was upset. And I was on the Stairmaster, and it was sweat just pouring down my body. And you couldn't tell if it was sweat or tears. That's how much I was sweating and crying. But it helps your mindset. So Carla, I got off track, that's why I was going, guys. After COVID, I started doing classes virtually like this to stay connected with people. My mom, who's on here, she teaches for seniors. So if you're a senior and you're watching this, get up and join the Silver Stars class with my mom to move your body, right? So we had a class on Saturday, getting to the point, forgive me. Online fitness boutique studio. If you want to join, we have a tribe, which is $10 a month where you can jump in on our Saturday classes. Renee's going to put the link in the chat there. Also on YouTube, if you can get on, if you're watching us on YouTube, we'll put the link there. But then we have our Shooting Stars Collective. This is a community of like-minded people that have goals, but the fitness is first. And today's Saturday? Was it today? Friday's class, yes. Friday's class was a little bit challenging. So, Carla, everyone kind of said it was challenging. It was tough. How did you feel after the class? Did it uplift your energy or did you feel low? Go, Carla.
It uplifted my energy. And also, I couldn't move. I couldn't move. It was hard to move, but I got some good rest though.
I love it. And I also want to say congratulations to you as well, Carla. You know, she's making little baby strides into hitting that big goal of losing weight. You've changed your mindset when it came to eat. Yeah, I got to drill it into her some, but she's changing how she's eating, how she's drinking. Tell us one thing before I go to our next tip, Carla, how you changed your mindset in regards to your eating. Because I always say 80% of the way you look is by what you eat. If you're eating crap, if you're eating processed food, you're going to look that way. 10% is your genes, the way your family looks, and the other 10% is is exercise. So, Carla, what is one thing that you changed here to make it click?
That I wanted to be able to be active. I want to be able to have fun, to walk around, just as simple as going to the zoo and not get exhausted.
I love it. Go to the zoo. Makes me think of that Martin stand up. I know I get off track. Did you guys like Martin? He did a stand up and he was talking about his girlfriend. He was like, I just want to go to the zoo. Anyway, forgive me. I love that, Carla, being able to move. And this is my point of how she did it. Carla at one point was trying to do everything. Sometimes in our business, in our relationships, we try to do everything at once. But guess what? You can't do it all. So I gave her one thing to do. Carla, do you remember the one thing I told you to focus on? You've been doing it. She's like, no fast food.
Yes, no fast food. And I am so happy I have not had any fast food.
I love it. I love it. Now that's a huge leap for her because she would like sneak off. So in your business, you have to do little tiny things with that right there. All right, let's move on. If you're just coming in today, we're talking about focusing on your mindset, whether it's for your business. We're supporting Latanya here. Latanya, do you have a website? It's okay. It's okay. We definitely have to connect with you. And you don't need a website to grow your business because you can start on Facebook. You can start on Instagram. You can start on YouTube. I have a nonprofit for children and I was interviewing someone today and he was saying the same thing adults do, children can do as well. There's no reason that beautiful card you made right there, Latanya, was gorgeous. Collabing with people. You just have to make sure that you surround yourself with the right type of people that's going to definitely help you grow your business, whether it's virtually, whether it's in person, and put all yourself in one place. Facebook, they have like little folders and albums and stuff like that, and a name for your business as well. So as we move through, here we go. Next one, strengthen your body. That was number 5. Number 6, develop a growth mindset. So I'm going to give us 2 minutes right here to create your own mantra. What is a mantra? A mantra is something you say over and over again to yourself, to empower yourself, to keep you going. I remember I used to say something, I have an abundance of money. I have an abundance of time. I surround myself with positive women. I have an abundance of money. I have an abundance of time. I surround myself with women. Why did I choose that as my mantra? Because I wanted an abundance of money. I wanted an abundance of time because time is the biggest commodity. You never get that back. And I love being around community. So those were some of mine. Right now, I want us all to write in the chat a mantra that you can make up for yourself. Maybe it's, I don't have it yet, but I'm learning and growing every day. I don't care what it is. Right now, think about it. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. I'm just going to give us some silence while we're here so you can think about something that can empower you every single day. Affirmations. And I remember at one point, I've done so many self-improvement things for myself. For example, 7 times a day, I would say my mantra. I would have an alarm set in my phone. I spaced it out. So 7 times, I would say it 7 times a day, just drilling it in your head over and over again. And type it in the chat once you have it, because I want us to have this ingrained. As I mentioned, mine is, I have an abundance of money. I have an abundance of time. I surround myself with positive people. The reason why I'm doing this workshop today is because at the end of March, I'm doing a 2-day intensive. And this 2-day intensive is prepping for an 8-week program that I have. As you know, I'm a coach, and with my coaching program, it's all about transforming trauma into triumph so that you can master everything that you want in your life. There's some people, they're like, Tina, I need change instantly. For those people, that's where you have the opportunity to sign up for the 2-day intensive. And Renee, if you can put that in the chat here in Zoom and also on YouTube. And for those of you here on YouTube, YouTube, thank you for coming through. All right, let me read right here. Renee has, I am resilient in spirit, fearless in action, and limitless in the love that I give. I rise, I heal, I shine. Okay, you're going to have to remember that because you got to say it over and over and over again. Mommy, I'm waiting for you. Melody, I know you're probably driving. Carla, Latanda, put it in the chat. It could be one sentence. It doesn't have to be a book. It could be one sentence in there, something you're going to say over and over again.
Latanya,
So with this,
she accidentally directly to me. Pardon me.
That's okay. You didn't have to tell me. You can just put it in there. So as I mentioned, this 2-day intensive, the purpose of it is to give you quick clarity and dedicated just to you. I'm only allowing 7 people in this particular 2-day intensive. And the reason is because I want to be able to give you everything that you need. There's going to be pre-homework before the event, so it can be tailored exactly for you. And then after work, after the program, where you come in with one specific situation, and we're going to solve that situation in the 2 days. And the cool thing about it, you have your one situation, but then we have the other 6 people. So you get to hear what everyone else is going through and fixing. I love that, Mommy. I am capable. And just say it over and over and over again. I am capable. And you can take that with anything in your life. I'm capable of love. I'm capable of transformation. I'm capable of making money. I'm strong. Carla put, I am a leader. I am enough just as I am. Yes, Carla. I love that right there. I am a leader. I am enough. Just as I am. That is the most powerful thing I've seen in a long time. And then I see Latanya put, I'm worthy of great things in my life. So before I get to the next topic, because we're going to be out of here soon, guys. FAKE. Years ago when I was with this company, they would say, fake it till you make it. You're happy, you're smiling, you're motivated. And this is so very important. I believe in this a badillion %. Fake it till you make it. You may not be happy. You may not be sad. I'm sorry. You may be sad, but fake it. Nobody wants to be around someone that has dull, low energy. Fake it. Guess what? Your body will adapt to it. It's going to change. And then I like to add on top of that, like a piece of chocolate icing on the cake, faith it. FAITH. Pause and pray. Once you pause and pray and just be still, is that silence a little uncomfortable for some of us? When we have that silence, it's like, you gotta move, you gotta go. But when you pause and pray, when you're intentional about everything you want and need, it just kind of flows with effortless ease. That's so very important, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your mantras with me. I want to invite you 7 times a day. Challenge for you. Do it for 7 days. See if you can do it. Make this a personal challenge with you. I was having a conversation this morning, and some people say, yeah, I was a part of this challenge, but I stopped because nobody else was doing it. Who cares about what everyone else is doing? Hooray for me and fudge everybody else, okay? Because nobody's going to get you what you want. No one's going to make you thin. No one's going to make you happy except yourself. You have to make yourself happy first. You have to be joy. You have to be everything that you want in a man, everything that you want in a friendship, in that mothership, I mean, like with your mother, with your child, whatever. You have to have it for yourself first. Look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? And I'm not talking about the makeup in the face. I'm talking about inside. Do you make yourself happy when you show up? Because if you don't, no one's going to want to be around you. Okay? Trust me. Trust and believe. Okay? So that's so very important, friends. Last tip of the day, I said develop a growth mindset. The last one, master self-talk. And I just said that with the pause and pray. Master what you say to yourself. Trust me, I get it. It happens to me all the time, all the time. Prayer, listen to her, happens to me all the time where I'm just like, sometimes I'll compare myself to other people. And then I'm like, am I wasting my time? Am I really making a difference? Well, this isn't working good for me. And I'm like, okay, girl, scratch it, scratch it, scratch it. Get into that state of gratitude. Final secret of the day. Are you ready for it? Get present. Forget about the past. Yesterday is history. It's gone. You can't change it. It's not coming back. You can't. I'm sorry. I wish you could. The only thing you can get from the past are lessons. That's it. You're not going to get, and you might get some good feelings, right? Because your mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not real. So if you find that you're stuck, like you're upset and you're mad, right? I was on the phone with someone the other day and they're driving and they got upset and they're screaming because the person cut them off. And I'm like, okay, it happened. Let it go. You only hold a feeling for 90 seconds. That's it. I know it sounds ridiculous, right? I didn't believe it either. I had to Google it. I went to ChatGPT. I'm like, really? Are you serious? And they said, yes. The only reason why you keep thinking about something over and over again, feeling something, is because you keep thinking about it. If you're upset because your boyfriend didn't get you a Valentine's Day present, okay, he didn't get me a present. All right, share it with him. If you accept that, you accept that. Move on. Staying upset about it isn't going to change that situation. So stay in the present moment. Yesterday's history, tomorrow, what's out there, that's a mystery. You have no idea what's going to happen. Yes, we can plan. Yes, we can do all these things, but trust and believe me, something is going to change. So live in the present moment right now. Right now, I am so grateful I get to see Carla's beautiful face. I'm so grateful I get to see Renee's face. And I get to see the photos of the other people in here. I wish I could see their face. But I am so grateful that God has gifted me the ability to be here with you today. And my goal, my focus, my target is to give you one thing. If you leave this event with one change in your life, I've mastered it. Okay? I'm going to wrap everything up in a beautiful bow. If you're tuning in, today it's all about overcoming that trauma, because we all have that trauma. We all have that tragedy, right? They're smashed together. Some people have more than others. Some people have none at all, right? We don't compare ourselves. And my daughter said something to me the other day, because as I mentioned, this month is extremely challenging for us. And this is the first year where I didn't plan something intentional. I'm just kind of like going with emotions. I even canceled my therapist because I'm like, I think you got this, girl. I think you got this, right? And then I was telling her I want to be so much far along in my business than where I am. It's like, wow, I'm just here. I want to be there. And she's like, yo, Ma, listen. Okay, she didn't say it like that. But she says, you have to remember to have creativity, to be creative. Your mind and your attitude and everything that's going on in your life, it needs a great foundation. It needs solidness, which means no trauma, no tragedy, right? And her and I were built different. People that are around me that are really close to me, they're built a little different. What do I mean by that? They've gone through some traumas, right? And maybe I do this purposely. I like to surround myself with strong, powerful people because they keep me strong, right? It's like if you're climbing, give you a great example. I did a Spartan race years ago with my friend Maggie. And I don't know why I couldn't do this particular thing. It was a string. And let me just use this cord right here. Pretend it was a string like this. And there was like a piece here. It was a piece of weight here, heavy weight. And you had to like pull the string like this to make, actually I can use this right here. You had to pull the string to make the weight go up like that. And for some reason, I just could not I was on the ground, just like, and then Maggie came over and she helped me just boom, 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 boom. Right? I was like, really, girl? Really? That is what I need around me. I only want strong people surrounding me. And I say that to say you have to have that resilience to be powerful. Okay? So with that, the 2-day intensive is for anyone who needs that extra kick in the butt. And anyone who joins today, they will get a discount towards that. I decided it's going to be a $500 discount. Renee will give the discount code if you're interested in that. But I would suggest before a discount code, just have a one-on-one conversation with me so I can kind of guide you for your business. Final 7 tips. Here we go. Tip number 1. We're talking about ways to control your mindset after you've gone through a trauma or tragedy. Number 1, practice self-awareness. At the end of the day, just kind of sit still, after you've done your nighttime rituals, whether that's taking medication, brushing your teeth, doing your hair, your makeup, whatever it is, praying, when you've done all that, just kind of evaluate your day. How was my day? Could I have been better? And I like to think of the 3 things I did good and 3 things I could work on. Well, Tina, you could have been better with not going on social media. You did a great job at exercising today, right? You always want to uplift yourself. So that's tip number 1. Practice self-awareness and be honest with yourself, right? Second thing, reframe challenging opportunities. I get to. This is hard. Oh my goodness. But try saying, this is hard, but I am capable of figuring it out. I don't really know how to do this, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to ask people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's the second thing. The third thing, feed your mind positive input. Every single morning, as soon as you wake up, that's so important. And maybe you prepare it the night before. Maybe you're the leader in the group when you're putting YouTube links, you're putting podcasts, whatever. I don't care. But again, when you're surrounding yourself with people like this, they're going to send you stuff, right? We have a girl, Aisha, every morning, like clockwork, she's sending these Bible verses. I never look at them, but it just feels good to see it there, right? Anyway, next one, embrace the power of gratitude. Whether you're journaling, whether you're sending someone a little note right there. Number 5, strengthen your body, exercise. Number 6, develop a growth mindset. That's where we did our mantras. Remember our mantras? And then last one, master self-talk. What you're actually saying to yourself. All right, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to unmic, share your thoughts, your comments from today's workshop. As I mentioned, at first I was just going to do like a replay every week, but I like the interaction. So each week we're going to be talking about something different as we lead up to our 2-day intensive. This week it's all about mindset. Unmic, share your thoughts, comments, what you feel, what you think. I would love to hear from you. And Melanie, if you're able to unmic and talk, I'd love to hear from you, Mama. I got to see Melanie in Georgia. Hey. Otherwise, jump on.
All right, I will go. I find that every time we do these, even though I'm in this every day, when we do these Saturday workshops, it brings something out of me too. It's even though we are hosting it for our guests, I get a benefit out of it too, because it's my time to pause and reflect and think about how it's affecting me as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Latanda, Melanie, Carla, anyone want to chime in?
I just wanted to say that you have changed my life in so many ways. I am about to cry because last year to this year, I have grown. Each year I get better and better and better. So I do want to thank you so much
I
for this
love it.
event.
Thank you, Carla, for being that person that I get to mold, right? And I'm so excited for the future, guys. We just have to be very intentional about everything we do, right? And visualize it. So Carla mentioned something to me, and I hope she doesn't mind. If she minds, I'm sorry, Carla, that she said to me, right? I've been traveling a lot for the past 2 years, and it's crazy because when I was in Georgia, I was like, okay, I'm not traveling until June. I'm not traveling anymore. And I do have a trip coming up. But Carla's like, I want to be your personal assistant and travel with you for things that you need. And I need that. Let me tell you. So I am looking forward to the day where we get on my jet, Carla. Renee will be there somewhere, you know. We get on my jet because that's one of the things I want. Mommy, you want to speak? I see you're facing the camera. We get on my jet and Carla's passing me. She's like, no, 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 no. All those things. So visualizing what you want. Mommy, I'm sorry. You have to unmic. Share with me one thing you learned today. This is getting you outside of your comfort zone. This is helping you to grow. Unmic, Mommy. Let's go. She's like, where's the button? I can't even find the button.
I couldn't find a button. Am I on mic?
Yes, you're unmiked.
There was no button here. Okay. Ask me a question.
What did you learn from today?
I learned you don't give up. I already knew that. I learned that if you get upset, what is it, for 90 seconds?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you let it go. You know, change the music, change the scenery, would change
Something,
the
anything.
anything, atmosphere, would change personality, change the mood I'm in.
Yes, yes. And this goes for anything in your life. All right. So, mommy, moving forward, I don't want you, you're in control of it. That person cut you off. You don't know why they cut you off, right? Maybe they're on their
Yeah,
way
I
to the
do.
hospital.
I
You
do
don't
know
know.
because he had me up to 80 miles an hour, and I refused to go any faster.
Mommy, maybe he had to go to the hospital to see his dying wife.
Then let
You
him
don't
go
know.
around me and let him weaver in the cars. There was a lot
Maybe
of
he didn't.
traffic. There wasn't even two cars in front of me. You don't do 80 and you got
Okay.
one car lane.
I love it. And I see here Latanda wrote in the chat, she learned how to think bigger. Latanda, that's something I do all the time, right? I'd always say, think big times 10. No matter what it is that you want in life, you have to think so much bigger. And I say that because even if you get half, you're happy, right? I don't think my Melody's able to share, but thank you so much for rolling through, Melody. We will be here next week with, I don't know what the topic is. It's in my notes somewhere. I would love to have a one-on-one to connect with you, Latana, to just really make your dream come true, because when that happens for you, it happens for me as well. With that being, oh, she's able to unmic. What you eating, girl? You're making me hungry. Thank you for rolling through. Tell us how you heard about the event today. So happy to have you.
Actually, I got a text message. I don't even know how. Message. And I was like, let me see what this is about. Sounds kind of cool. So I just came on.
Yay! You must have signed up for something somewhere. Who knows? I love it. I love it. Well, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for all that you do. I cannot wait to connect with you, because that was cute. And maybe we can like get some products from you when it comes with your handy craft services that you do, because you can never have enough stuff, right? And I'm excited to work with you. Thank you all for rolling through. I'm Tina, and see you next week. Peace.